Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Grave Matters. I'm CreepyClownGirl. Alongside of me is Filia Noctis. Hi, sis.
Hi, sis. I want to thank my sister from another mister, Creepy Clown Girl, for having me with her again today. We like to do these things in twos, so we like to do this thing together. Wow, that didn't sound very good, did it? We have okay. Rephrase that. Just moving on. Can't even rephrase that. Moving on. We have a wonderful lady to interview today. I have actually interviewed her before. We have interviewed her before. She's a blast. I love her to death. She is the lovely MDWho.
Hi,
MD. Welcome.
And
hello,
before
ladies.
Hello, my darling.
Hello, Evil Outcast.
Hello, Patience. Hello, Midnight Researcher.
Hello, Midnight. Hello, Hair Raised or HRN.
Yell at people in the chat. Sorry to cut you off there, girl.
Yeah, sorry. Bad toad. Anyway.
Bad toad.
I think two Mountain Dews before the show. Hey.
Oh, you didn't?
Yes, I did.
Oh no. So MD, hi, babe.
Yes. Hi.
How you been?
I've been making it.
Oh, good. Just in case somebody here doesn't know who you are, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, and your channel,
and how you got your name.
Hi, my name is MDWho, and I'm an alcoholic.
Welcome, MDWho.
I'm sorry.
Yes, welcome.
I told you I can't turn it off.
It's okay.
You're fine.
We'll follow with you.
Okay. All right. Well, I have been mostly a narration channel for a while. I'm trying to dip my toe into a couple of other things. Because my channel is MDWho Entertainment, which means not just narrations, but
Song and dance man. That
I can sing, but I can't dance.
Oh.
Actually, let me rephrase that. I can dance, but I dance like a drunk white girl at a club. So.
Right.
Oh my
And what makes it even more fun is that when I do dance around, I try to dance around like it's a musical number. And my husband just looks at me and shakes his head.
Hi, Gamma. So.
And Gemma Akutabi is in the house. So I actually, speaking of the entertainment portion, a couple years ago, you did a video, and I don't remember what it was for, but I remember you did, and you actually appeared on camera for this video, and it was like a woman losing her shit because her husband was gone.
Oh, my husband is missing. Yes. I had actually made that video. I'd actually made that video as an entry for a video contest by another channel called Blindy Cow. And I was the first one to get that video up. And a couple of people that very much enjoyed it also commented that it's a little bit darker than what they would imagine for Blindy Cow to be, because the makers are Christian based. They don't do gore, they don't do swearing, but they are still very funny. It's like dry bar comedy, kind of funny. But
yeah. Well, that video was incredibly entertaining.
Thank you.
If anybody ever Is it on your playlist anywhere?
I don't know if it's on my playlist. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I enjoyed making that video.
So great to watch.
Okay, no, it is not on a playlist, but it is on my video list. It is, let's see, it was from 2 years ago, right after it's right after the last October Tales video from 2017. So it's up there.
Right. Well, if you guys want to see some great acting, it was awesome. And it is part of her entertainment.
So, real quick,
Yes.
Solar Quiet would like to join us. Is everybody okay with that?
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Sure. Let me just, while he's joining, I'm going to say hello to Chronopasta. And
Hi,
Infinite
Chrono.
Psychosis just popped in.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, and everyone, please say hello to Solar
Solar.
Quiet.
Oh,
Hi, Solar.
Hi, Solar.
Just coming in to hang out, see what
Hi, Solar.
everybody's up to.
What's up, friend?
Just chilling out, you know.
well, this is MDWho.
We've met a couple times.
Yeah, we have.
Well, good, then we're all friends.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
This
We were
gentleman,
just talking about
this
the
gentleman
entertainment
here-
part.
this gentleman here, Solar Quiet, would very graciously agreed to do the voice of a sultan for one of my
Oh.
earlier originals, and he did a fantastic job.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, but I still remember it, my friend.
I appreciate it. Down to do any collabs while I'm setting up this 3D printing stuff. But
Oh yeah, I saw that you had made a 3D printed Batman logo cookie cutter. Is that what that was?
oh yeah, that was my first test print just to see how the bed and everything leveled out, and it came out amazing.
Yeah, that was. It was awesome.
So, MD, I have a...
Stuff.
Well, sorry, go ahead, Solar.
Nope, I was just saying I'm excited to print more stuff, but this is your show, not mine. So I'll be muted in the background listening to you.
Okay. So, MD,
Yes.
since joining YouTube and being a female narrator in the horror community, which we all know that, well, thank God there's more female narrators becoming narrators. But from back then to now, do you or have you seen the growth of female narrators? And do you think that there is still a future for us in the horror community, and that, you know, we're going to be as equal as the guys?
I don't know if it's so much as growth as much as I just began noticing more. Like I had mentioned before, Spirit Voices was the first one that I had listened to that I actually enjoyed. But I guess there would be, I guess I would see a bit of growth because shortly after that I started seeing more and more female narrators that were amazing. And as for if we have a future, I would say yes. Absolutely, undoubtedly. I mean, if we've come this far, I don't see us going away anytime soon.
Awesome. I don't either. Some of my first female narrators, of course, was Spirit Voices, Gothic Librarian, Raggedy Anzie, and Disturbed K. So, and Auntie Creeps. So, Sis, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay.
There
I'm
is
just
no
flirting with
Filia,
the chat.
only Zool.
Right.
For those of you who don't know, MD is also an artist. A couple of years ago, she said, "Hey, I got something to send to you." And to this day, I still have her drawing that she did of CCG, and I still love it to this day.
It? Oh,
Yes,
I'm
I
so
do.
happy. Oh, that makes me so happy. It gives me
As soon as I can, I want to get it into.
summer.
Huh?
I said it gives me warm feeling inside, and I don't like it because it's summer.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere, and eventually I would like to get it framed, and then get a stand that sits on the table, and then have it sit on that. So I just love it, and it's not going anywhere.
I will say this though, when I showed that painting to my husband, he just kind of got this look on his face, and you could tell he was severely creeped out. And I was just like, yes, goal achieved.
I love it. If I would have thought about it, I would have sent Raven a picture and had him show it here on the live stream. It's really awesome. So also real quick, anybody in the chat, don't forget to like, comment, and share as it helps the channel out. Also, don't forget to get your questions ready. So.
Zeus, that was gross. Don't burp.
Oh my God, sis, did that bring back a memory to you?
Oh God, it did.
We love you, Outcast.
Hey, today. Yep. And oh yeah. Yes, it did.
I feel like I'm missing
Yeah.
something funny.
Right, yeah. We. Yeah.
We'll tell you after the
We used to
show.
have a co-host who drank a lot of soda. A lot of soda.
Okay.
And he couldn't help it because he drank a lot of soda. And sometimes just out of nowhere, these huge burps. And of course, on the air, live. But that's why they call it live.
I miss those
It
times,
was-
actually, I do.
I do. I miss those times with him. But, yeah. So, okay. Now we've just jabbered on about stuff. We know who you are. We know where you came from. Did we talk about your name?
No. Well,
Has anybody in the chat... Well, first off, let's do a poll. Has anybody in the chat actually figured out what her name means? If you have, put a 1. And it'll take a minute because we've got a delay.
So we'll keep talking about
Okay,
something
there's 2
else.
ones.
okay. Diversion.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay. Well, we don't count because we already know. Well, I guess we do. Yeah. Okay, so, several of us have interviewed her, and we know what it means. So that takes up the bulk of it. Okay. Let's go ahead and tell the rest what your name is and what it, yeah.
Well, when I first started my
Oh,
channel...
of course, you know who it is.
Yeah, I know who it is. But no, when I first started my channel, many moons ago, I had started as Miss Dr. Whovian because I had intended to be a nerd-based channel. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do with the nerddom, but I knew that that's what I wanted to do. But my channel did not take off at all. I think was attributed to the fact that I did not have any direction. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Nevermore. But anyway, so then I moved where I live now, and decided, I'm going to pick my channel back up, maybe see if I can actually go somewhere with it. So I shortened it to MDWho. So I was just MDWho for a long time. I would do like silly skits. I would stand in front of or sit in front of the computer and rant about things. And then I turned into a gaming channel. I had toyed with the idea of being MDWho Gaming, but then I decided not to. Then eventually I got into narrating because I had decided in 2017 that for Halloween, why don't I just tell a bunch of scary stories that I find on the internet? And I got done doing that, and it was so much fun. I enjoyed doing it so much. And my best friend, who has a gaming channel herself, said, maybe you should do that full time. Maybe that should be your channel. But I don't know. So then I did one more narration video after Halloween, and that was pretty much it. I was hooked. But then after doing narration for so long, I still want to add some more things to it, so I decided to make it MDWho Entertainment, so it kind of opened that up a little bit.
Well, we're glad to have you here.
That was a very long story all around a freaking name.
And that's okay. That's what we like. That's what we like. So
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
You know who we should team her up with, sis? Think about it. We should get her and Dice Rolling on together.
Oh, that would be great. That would be great.
That would. So are there any questions in the chat? And hi, Iz. So, MD.
Yes.
What would you say is your strongest and weakest aspects when it comes to narrating?
Okay. My strongest aspect would probably be I think my strongest aspect would be video editing, simply because when I put it together, I put a lot of thought into it. But my weakest would probably be the actual recording. Although the finished project is very articulate and very well put together, when I'm recording, I do a lot of stuttering, and I trip over my words, and I sometimes have a lisp, and I don't know why. But yeah, there's my strongest and my weakest. But it's so weird because when I'm talking to you guys like this, I don't stutter as much, and I certainly don't think I have a speech impediment. But it's when I have a script is when it changes.
I'm not noticing anything, and I think when you narrate, you do a great job. I mean, it's awesome to have you a part of
I agree.
the female narrators. Sorry, I had a moment. Girl power. Hey, what can I say?
Although I will admit that I have been neglecting my channel, except for maybe the occasional time-lapse painting. But I'm hoping, because of recent events that y'all know of, that I might have some time to reacquaint myself with my love of narrating and maybe do some more.
We would love to have or hear some new content from you. So all of you in the chat, if you have any stories, send them her way. Yeah, DM her. I mean, email her. So, do you have a question, sis? Does anyone in the chat?
No, no one has questions for me. No one cares about me.
Oh.
Okay.
Knowing what you know now, what would you have done differently? At your start?
Knowing what I know now?
Yes.
probably would have started doing narrations from the very beginning, if I'm being honest, because I have always loved reading and stories. But if I'm being honest, back then I might not have had the confidence that I do now to do narrations. Because back then I was very much of a doormat people pleaser. This was before I started to really get my footing as a person.
Mm-hmm.
So although I do ADD moment, I completely lost my train of thought. What the hell was I gonna say?
No,
Okay.
but you were talking about what you knew. If you know now what you knew.
Right. Although I would have liked to start narrating from the beginning, I am content with the way things have panned out in the order that they have panned out.
Okay.
Ooh, Patience G asked a question.
Oh,
Awesome.
yes. What kind of hobbies do you enjoy outside of YouTube?
Let's see. Well, there's of course painting. I don't always paint on camera. See, I also like coloring. I've been working with needlepoint as well with embroidery. I've also been playing lately. Have also been playing a lot of Subnautica. Like for every day for 2 weeks straight, just playing Subnautica on my computer. I can't get enough of it.
What is Subnautica?
It's a computer game. It's a survival-based game that you land on an alien planet that is 95% water. Like almost the whole planet is covered in water, and you have to try to survive out there. Gotta build yourself a habitat, get yourself clean water, stuff to eat, and it's so much fun.
It sounds like fun.
Now they had it on the developers had made a version of it for the Xbox for the console, but I think it was Sony. No, Sony is PlayStation. But anyway, they were being pushed to make it okay for consoles, but they never wanted it for consoles. They wanted it exclusively for the PC. So the console version is still in beta mode, so that's still very glitchy.
Okay. I will have to check this game out.
Yes, please. And I highly recommend playing in survival mode. Although freedom is fun, survival is so much more fun.
Is it? Okay.
Yes. All right. Evil Outcast asked a question.
Go for it.
Let's see. Hang on.
Hi, Derringer.
Right. Do you like collecting things? If yes, what do you like to collect?
Good question.
Yeah.
Haven't really thought about it. I collect dust on things. No, I don't really think I have a true collection. Hang on, I'll take that back. I collect books. I have a lot of books. Lots and lots of books. But the terrible thing is that due to events that happened in my past, I have a hard time trying to read one all the way through. And it sucks, because it was my favorite thing when I was younger. But of course, when I was younger, I also collected. I collected state quarters. I had a little USA shaped pedestal for them and everything.
Oh.
But then, that got thrown away along with a good chunk of my stuff. There are no clothes of my own, but yeah, that happened.
How
That
many?
sucks.
How many makes a collection? I've always
50.
wondered. 50?
Well, for the quarters, it was 50. You have a collection and it's 50. But actually,
Okay.
I think to start being a collection, I knew that. Shut up.
I'm just,
I would say
I mean, if
I
you
would
have
say
5
if you
of something,
started-
is that a collection or?
I would say that if you started with the intention of starting a collection, then 2 would be considered a collection.
Okay.
Wow.
So 80 of something would definitely be a collection.
Oh yeah, definitely. Why do you
Okay.
collect human skulls?
Actually, not
She
not real
collects
human
ducky.
skulls, but I do have a collection of human skulls, and yes, I collect duckies. Rubber duckies specifically. I have 80 rubber ducks.
Oh my god. I cannot help but think I hear of all those ducks. And have you seen the video James Beach is a terrible roommate?
I
Oh.
have. And no, I would never do that. And I don't have like blow up ducks and stuff like that. Mine are literally just small little rubber ducks.
I have this obsession with keychains.
Keychains are fun.
Yes, they are. So, while I was talking to Vidit the other night in VC, he kind of helped me come up with this question. So, let's see if I can word this right. Since becoming a narrator, I know you've taken a break from narrating, but when you were, very, very active, would you say that since being a narrator, that when you're not uploading videos or doing content and stuff, that you find that even in your personal life, MDWho is still a huge part of your normal life? Like, you can't go back to the life you had before you were a narrator.
Okay, you have to give me a second while I kind of rearrange those words in my mind to try to
Okay.
convey what the question was. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not on the ball with this at the moment.
Okay, and I guess what I'm saying is, so you know how your life before, it's like, if, oh, well, I got to get the husband up, I got to go make, do breakfast, got to go run errands. There was no, oh, got to edit a video, do audio, get YouTube going, or laying there at 11 o'clock at night or 1 o'clock in the morning going, oh, I forgot to edit that video for today's, upload. Is, I guess, what I'm asking. And I will we will fine tune this question later on.
Okay, give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay, let's see who is. Has anyone else joined
Okay,
us yet?
okay. No, I don't feel like MDWho is a part of me in real life, because it's it sounds terrible, but at the same time, MDWho is a totally separate person than who I am in real life, and that's the way I like to keep it, because that way I make sure that I don't live on the internet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I still have my personal life. I can still step away when I get too overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Gotcha.
I like that. It's kind of like a coat that you put on, or an outfit that you put on, and
That's
sit
a
down
great way.
and
That's a
become.
great way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want, Zeus?
Oh, Derringer's here. Hello, Derringer.
Hey, Derringer. What do you want? I'm working. Mom, there's working. I'm sorry, my cat was asleep on my bed, and now he's decided that he wants to get off the bed and bother Mom there.
Oh.
Oh, come here, big boy. Ah! Yeah. Ow. Is this what you wanted? This what you wanted? All right, so y'all got anything else to say? Any questions? Any more questions? Get off
Oh, I
the
was just going to say, Raven says that he struggles to turn off Raven, and that Raven and Lucas have essentially become one entity.
Mm,
Yeah, you gotta learn to separate that, because Patience may not like Raven as much as she likes Lucas. Or maybe she likes him more. I don't know. Dude. But
But if she likes Raven more, then what does Lucas have going for him?
Right. So, what do you, what are your,
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes. Were you
Okay.
talking and we couldn't hear you?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay.
No, it's fine.
We all have, these weird little guilty pleasures that people think we're weird, as they are. Do you have any of these little weird guilty pleasures, like that
Air.
involve food or I don't know, just weird little guilty pleasures?
Cher. I love Cher's music. I don't care what anyone says. I think it's amazing.
Cher. Okay. I thought you were
I'm
saying
in love
fair.
with you, MD. We're
Right.
going to have a share night.
Well, that's not.
A few years back, when
her-
my cousin showed me Burlesque, the movie Burlesque, for the first time, she was like, I love Christina Aguilera. You love Cher. It's a perfect match. And I'm just like, Cher is in this? Turn that shit on.
Right? What's one of your
Christina did
favorite songs by her?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Okay.
How about pick a decade?
I think it was Dark Woman was the name of the song.
That was a good one. One of my
Yeah.
favorites is Jesse James.
Oh, yes, I love that one too.
Oh, Gypsy Tramps and Thieves.
Thieves, yeah.
Yep.
Ew.
Oh, and the one she did with the lead singer of, give me a second. Anyways, Peter Cetera. Do you believe in life after love? Yeah. We are so going to go into VC one night, MD, and we're having an all share night. Back-to-back songs.
Just let me get a bottle of wine and I'm all for that.
Hey, I got a bottle of wine. I'm ready. Let's do it. I believe you're in the carnival horror, so we got this.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
All right, Patience asked the question. Favorite music band singer?
Cher.
Oh.
Share.
Well, no, she's my guilty pleasure, but it's, as far as favorite goes, shit, son, you may as well ask me to cure cancer. What the hell are you asking me that for? Would you get your claw out of my boob? That hurts.
Oh, kitty cats, aren't they wonderful?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Kitty cats are we're all horror people here. Kitty cats are actually pet monsters. Now think about this. They hide under our beds. They swipe at our ankles. They've got claws, sharp little claws, bitey little teeth. Their eyes glow in the dark. What exactly is a monster? It's something that hides under your bed, swipes at your ankles, has bitey teeth, sharp claws, and eyes that glow in the dark.
Well, no,
Cats are pet
description of all
monsters.
they are
Cats-
pet monsters, but
They
that's
are
not.
pet monsters.
That's I feel like that's unfair because not all monsters have that description. Some monsters are very handsome and are very charming.
This is true. Look at Ted Bundy.
Exactly.
Right.
And according to some women, Jeffrey Dahmer. He was very
I
handsome.
didn't. He was
I
a
thought
nerd.
he looked
Not the kind of
I
nerd
thought he looked dorky.
He
And
was
that's
a-
saying something. That's saying
Yeah.
something because I like nerdy men, but that was just like
Yeah, he wasn't my type at all.
What about the Ridgeway Killer? I mean, he was a cutie, or the dating game killer.
Richard Ramirez actually was
Yes, yes.
attractive in a very strange way until he got
Right.
like really gross at the end. He got disgusting at the end with
Yeah,
his teeth and
it's just-
everything. But he was attractive for a while.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm probably not gonna live this down, and maybe I shouldn't say it, because the atrocities that he got his groupies to do was despicable and everything. But I always thought Charles Manson was good looking. Sorry.
I mean,
He's a
don't get
type.
me wrong.
He's a type.
Handsome is handsome, but so is crazy.
Right.
Right, yeah, I mean, we all have. Yeah, I can see that.
He was. So, probably not going to live that down. But okay.
I personally prefer the more clean cut look.
I like the rugged.
Ow! Stop it.
So, MD, do you have, being a female narrator, do you have any advice for new and upcoming narrators that would help them on their journey?
Just stick with it. Keep doing it. It's gonna be uncomfortable at first, but it will get easier. You will learn as you go along. And also, not everyone who gives comments has your best interest in mind. But learn to weed out those who do. If that makes any sense.
That is something that we don't talk about very often. Is not everybody that comments has your best interest. We skim over that a lot.
And you are actually the first person to bring that up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for me, the second, because someone brought it up on my other show that I do. Not my other show, the other show that I do. But yeah, people, she's dead on right. Some people will make comments that are not constructive. And you do need to learn to weed those comments out and not to dwell on them. It's like they say, it takes like 40 or 50 positive comments to get rid of one negative comment.
You know what?
Like
Cuddle time is over. Get down. Ow! I said get down. Ow! Sorry. I wasn't trying to interrupt you, but my cat was being a little turkey.
No, I get it.
That's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Dead on. Some people are not nice, and they will get into your head, and then you dwell on that, and it absolutely can derail you.
I think I saw a Twitter that Dr. Fear had posted of one of the comments on his Facebook or something. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can find it. it is. It was just line after line of "fuck you, this not scary video, you loser, 210 stories video, horror story, blah blah blah, you freaky ass monkey, ass tulip, ball headed," just over and over and over again. I was just like, what does that even mean? What does
That's
any
rude.
of this even mean? What is the point of this?
It's just haters being hateful, and they don't realize that, yeah, those are negative comments, but that in some weird way helps the channel also, because the person had almost said, shut up, Cece, because the person almost had to watch the show in order to even be able to make a crappy, excuse me, comment like that.
Yes,
So.
yes, everyone, ass tulip. That's what it said.
What?
All right. I'm seeing
Sorry,
people
but-
commenting in the chat, and it's like ass tulip, lol.
I don't get that.
Yeah, what is an ass tulip first off?
I don't even know. An inverted sphincter? I don't know.
Is that when you put your tulips on someone's ass?
Right, give me 1 second. My cat is screaming at me to get out. I will be right back.
Yeah, can
Okay, well,
somebody,
I'm gonna
Raven,
continue
you
on.
are,
I hear you. I'm letting you
right.
out now.
Raven,
Ask
you're
Tulip.
gonna,
You
Go
go
ahead.
away. Go eat your food. Go chew on the couch or something. I don't know.
Ass tulip to me sounds like someone eating ass. It does. That's what it sounds like to me.
Raven will be clarifying this for us after the
Right.
show.
I'm
Yeah.
back.
Ass
Sorry
tulip.
about that.
Ass
Oh,
tulip.
what? Solar?
Oh my gosh, Solar! I forgot you were with us.
The whole
You've been
lot
so
of
quiet
assholes
over there.
in here.
You've been so quiet.
Okay, what
Tiger's
Solar
gonna
is... He's trying to tell us.
I said there's a whole lot of ass tulips in here.
Oh, don't
What?
talk that way about my friends. Except apparently hair-raising narrative, who seems to think that I say horrible things in my comments to him. I need to think of whatever I've said to him.
I have a little shameless plug here. The first item that I'm going to be selling on that 3D printed store is a Dungeons and Dragons dice tower.
Oh, cool.
Oh
I
my
love those.
gosh. I do too.
So,
Like, how
after I-
strong is this thing gonna be? Like, is it gonna be able to handle metal dice or just
Oh, yeah.
regular plastic?
I just bought a file off the internet on CG Trader, and it's free royalty, so I can sell it. But
Oh.
after I finish the first print, I will post pictures and stuff, and then I'll
Please
put it on
do.
sale. I'll
Please
probably...
do. My husband and I are big gamers, big D&D gamers.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely probably be selling them for $20 each. They're actually pretty. When you see it, you'll understand. But
Okay. All right. That's
So,
exciting.
So, MD, you know, you were a bad girl. You're on death row.
How did I do?
You're just a bad girl. You killed somebody. I don't know. And you're
What
on
did I
death row.
do?
You're gonna die. They're gonna execute you. What's your last meal?
Well, that depends. How am I going? How am I being put to death?
Well, this is horror, so electric chair.
However you want to be put to death.
Yeah, guillotine, needle, chair.
I would rather
Rope.
the chair. I would rather the chair so that my last meal can be a shit ton of popcorn kernels.
Oh my god. That is the best. That is so the best. Oh my god. I love it. That is the best answer we've ever had.
Like, if I
Everybody
wanna be- if I
give
wanna put
MD a
to
round of applause.
That is so
Oh,
I love it. Oh,
I wish I
my
could take
Chris-
credit for that too, but you know.
oh my
My
God, that
Chris,
is
you
the
just
best.
missed it. My Christine is here.
Hi, Christine.
Christine, Oh, break your heart. That is so awesome. Oh my god.
Just,
That
you
is-
know, one last middle finger to the man.
I wonder if that would work.
That is truly the best answer yet.
Oh, I want popcorn kernels.
We're going to nickname you Colonel from now on. Colonel. Kernel. Oh my God.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Oh, speaking of first time of everything, if a lot of you remember Lady Spokaria's interview and the sponge, for all of us that were a part of that, I asked Fearsome to create Team Sponge. Anyways, tweeted it out. So now evidently I'm going to have to reach out to her and ask her to do, an electric chair and somebody eating popcorn seeds. And it will be titled Team Electric Chair. Or Electric Chair Popper. Electric Chair Popper.
Okay.
Anyways.
So
I can't get over this.
MD, when I'm crying, when you are getting ready to sit down and record, do you have a ritual or something that you go through? Do you have like certain clothes that you wear, certain things that you have to have with you?
I have a cup of green tea with lemon juice and honey if I have it, to kind of break up the mucus and kind of fine tune my vocal cords.
Okay.
I also sit in the chair, sometimes straight up, sometimes not, but I do a lot of vocal exercises like Around the Rugged Rocks a Ragged Rascal Ran, that kind of stuff, like tongue twisters, and I do a lot of trying to loosen up my lips, trying to loosen up my cheeks.
Huh.
I roll my tongue a lot too to kind of get the tongue loose also. Because it's a workout trying to get everything together. So it's like stretching.
Does that help?
It does. At least for me.
Wow. I'm gonna have to try that. Very interesting. Cool. Okay. That was a very, very interesting answer. Like that. Okay, next question.
But it only works if I bury a freshly severed human skull in my backyard.
Oh, now do you find those hard to come from? Hard to get?
What?
Hard to get? I mean, do you have a constant supply, or because I find that like I find a supplier, and then like 2 or 3 heads in, then the supply dries up, and
No, but I will say that the neighbors have started disappearing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And not only that, but if you start following a serial killer around, he'll have an endless supply.
Well, I actually had some ties to a cartel. That was pretty handy there for a while.
Neat.
So, no. And if the FBI is listening, we are joking. This is a joke. Just
How you doing, FCC?
Who?
FCC.
Oh.
FCC, not CC. You're good.
Yeah.
She's like, what did I do? FCC.
Y'all come back now, you hear? So, let's see. I don't see any comments in the chat. So, do you have anything you want to talk about, MD? Do you have any questions for Filia and I? Anything you want to talk? Oh, you know what? Have you ever had a paranormal experience?
Yes, I have. Let's see, I was 13 years old. I'm gonna say I was 13 years old because it was very shortly after my granddaddy had just passed away. And I was in my bed. I had just turned off the lights and I turned over, and on my ceiling was just a black figure, a human figure. It looked like it was laying on its back but facing to the ceiling. And it was, I had no idea what it was. I was very scared. I had no idea how long I was staring at it, but I could not even blink. I was so terrified. Then my logic kicked in and I'm like, oh, maybe it's just a reflection of something outside. Maybe something's actually up there. So I turned back over, turned my light back on. Said, okay, so then maybe it is just a reflection of something outside. Turn my light off, it's gone. Gone. Just like it was never there. It's like...
Wow.
That is scary.
That is scary. But I did find out many years later that before the house was there was a farm, like that whole area was just farms and farmhouses. And where the house stood was where one of the farmers were. I don't remember what they said had happened to him, but at some point that land was excavated and our house was built on it. So I'm thinking there may be a possibility that was the farmer. That was the farmer in there.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's scary.
yeah, maybe.
But funny story though, I don't think other than seeing him the one time, he wasn't that scary. I mean, because most of the time, if he was interacting, it was him hiding things from me and knocking things over because, LOL, I'm dead, why not? So, although, what would happen when he would hide things is that he would take things, hide them for a long time, and then they would reappear somewhere completely different. Like, what the hell is it doing on the other side of the room, kind of thing. Like one of my memories was I had put my glasses on the side of the bed and went to sleep. Then I woke up, they were gone. I think I went like 3 days to a week without my glasses. And finally, I think it was shortly after my mom got me new ones, that I found them at the foot of my bed under a bunch of junk as if it had been there for a very long time. And it was just, it wasn't scary, it was just more like an eye-rolling moment. Like, seriously, dude? Again?
Yeah.
They like to play.
But I am convinced though. I am convinced though that he was that he was also looking out for me, because I had a boyfriend at the time that he went in there a lot, and he lost 2 rings. He lost his class ring and a ring that his aunt gave him, and this, it's like, we never found it. Never found the ring. Well, we found the after years later, cleaned the room, I found the ring his aunt gave him, but the class ring is still nowhere to be found. Absolutely nowhere to be found. My ex is still convinced that I took it and maybe sold it, but I don't convince him that I didn't take it. So I'm thinking it was the ghost in that house that decided, I don't like this guy. I'm taking something. It's gone forever. Bye.
Yeah.
Which it's annoying that it was annoying for a while that he still thought I took it, but in the end he was not that good for me anyway. He came into my life to teach me one thing, and because of my stubbornness and my being in love, he stuck around longer than he needed to.
Ghost. Gotta love him sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a poltergeist that would do stuff like that, would steal things. I mean, he did other things too, but he would steal things. And he didn't like one of my boyfriends. And he would actually slam doors to separate us. Like if I was, you know, when we were leaving my house, I would be the last one out the door because I had to lock the door. And he would shut the door between me and my boyfriend, the front door. So my boyfriend was outside, was still in the house. Or he would do things to scare my boyfriend. Like if my boyfriend was, you know, in the bathroom, going to the bathroom, he'd turn the shower on, turn the faucets on. Just anything to freak the boyfriend out.
Do we have any further or
Like
no
he
questions?
stole some
Right?
stuff.
Okay.
I just saw what Nevermore put hashtag Team Popcorn.
Hashtag Team Popcorn. There we go. Oh, there's some. Everyone, be sure to join us next Sunday at 7 p.m. PST. Our guest at that time will be Solar Quiet.
Yay! I can't wait. I love him. He's awesome. He's a cool guy.
Sis, do you have any questions?
Where do you see your channel going in the future?
For
I
me?
just asked one.
Yes.
Where do you see your channel going in the future?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm kind of at a point in my channel where I'm still just doing it to break up the monotony. Although now that I have some free time, I might be able to reacquaint myself with why I love doing narrations to begin with. So to answer
do you
your
think you're
question
gonna-
is I have no idea where it's gonna go. Although
Is there someone?
Do you think you're going to stick with the horror or maybe go into like true crime? Like several people have branched off into true crime and unsolved crimes, things like that.
I have noticed that, but I don't think that is something I will be comfortable doing. Just because they are actual, real crime stories, and that just it's a freaky feeling to me, and feels a little disrespectful. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
if other people do it, they have their reason to do it. That's fine. But this is my reason for me not to do it.
Right.
Right. Absolutely.
Me, for channels like Dark and Grim, Mandy Mortem, I always tell him and whoever does those channels, thank you for being a voice to the victims who otherwise wouldn't have a voice, and for keeping
Right.
to not let them be forgotten. So, because everybody needs a voice.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
is there a narrator that you haven't collabed with that you'd like to collab with maybe in the future?
Ooh, that I haven't collabed with?
Yes.
Probably Dr. Creepin. Haven't collabed with him, and I'd like to.
Ask him.
Ask him.
Well, that's the thing, though. I usually only collab with other narrators when I have written something myself, because I have I have the character in my head, and I have in my head, it's like, what kind of voice would they have? What other collaborators do well with this character? Wait a minute, click. But if it's other stories, like I had now narrated Dagon by H.P. Lovecraft and The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. Those are things that I would they're not original, so I don't feel right trying to put an original twist on them, if that makes any sense.
Right. It's understandable.
Right, no, it does.
It does.
Well, I can guarantee if you provide him with the lines, well, okay, let me rephrase that. I cannot 100% guarantee, but he told us personally that send him stuff, you know, provide him with lines, and he will, you know, he just doesn't like it when people say, hey, let's collab, and then they expect him to find the story, do the story, edit the story.
That's not right. That's,
and do all that.
You know what? That has its own subreddit. It's called r/choosing beggars.
Right. Exactly.
Do all this for me and I'll give you lots of exposure.
Okay. Do you have a phobia? Right. I'll give you exposure. Do you have a phobia?
Well, I did have a phobia of ticks for a while, but I realized that I have gotten over that phobia when a few months ago I found a tick on the back of my neck. Actually, no, it was on my back, and I was just like, oh, well, that's annoying. Let me get the tweezers. I got the tweezers. I got it in between two pieces of clear tape, just in case I ended up getting Lyme disease, so I could give that to the doctor. But as far as like being afraid of them, and no, I'm not afraid of them anymore. So a phobia, like a genuine phobia I have now. Probably would still be going downstairs without handrails. I know it's very specific, but the last time I went down a flight, like stairs with no handrails, it was like at a stadium for I forgot the name of the actual event, but it was in a stadium and there was no stairs and I went down forever and my legs were absolutely shaking. And I was like towards the top, but I needed to go towards the bottom. And I needed to go to the bottom to help set up. And I'm just like, oh, how do I do that? Mom, help. So
I can see that.
Going downstairs without a handrail.
Yeah, I'm too much of a klutz. I need a handrail.
Me too.
Yes, I'm a klutz and I'm top heavy, so yeah, I need a handrail.
Do you have any questions for Filia or us? Or for Filia or I? Sorry.
Who's Filia or us? Who is us?
I meant Filia or me.
I know. I'm dicking with you, Cece.
I know.
The ghosts. You know, the ghosts.
No, I don't really have any. I don't really have any questions I can think of.
Okay. Well, sis,
what
if you want to,
would you like me to ask you?
if you don't have any, then we're good. And sis, if you want to go ahead and start us out, MD, after me, you'll go ahead and send us off the show. So, go for it, sis.
Fun.
Oh my. Okay. Yeah. Give me a sec. Gotta find the commercial. I lost the commercial.
Okay.
It's here somewhere.
This is our commercial that we do during the show. Well, so while she's looking for that, so there's no dead air, what's the weirdest thing you've ever snuck into a movie?
weirdest thing I've ever snuck into a movie?
What's the worst? What's the have you?
Okay. I have never snuck anything into a movie theater. However, I do have a story that my husband tells from when he was in high school. Okay, so he and two other friends had each gone to Jack in the Box and got a crap ton of tacos, just like 40 tacos, and they stuffed them all into their clothes. So,
Wow.
my husband, he had snuck in 3 or 4. He had snuck in like 3 or 4. Actually, no, it was 4 or 5 of them, but 4 of them had snuck like 3 or 4 each, and then the biggest guy there had snuck the rest of them, like 30 tacos in his clothes, had him in his jacket, had him in his pockets, had him in his boots. And
Oh my
there weren't
god.
that many, and there weren't that many people in the theater either. So they had a surplus of tacos, so he would just like be pulling a taco out of somewhere and hand it to a random stranger in another seat, like, "Hey, you want a taco? Sure."
That's amazing. Mine was cold chicken strips. I have this thing.
That's kind of funny.
Did you find it, sis?
I did.
Okay.
Okay, and after I go, we'll let Solar do a plug for his new thing.
Okay. Okay.
The Nevermore Collective is a group of content creators that have come together to create a stage. This platform is for anyone in the community and is designed for content that may not fit your normal channel. Currently, we have 2 interview shows, The Traveler's Tavern and Grave Matters. We also have some narrators that game on this channel and a show about cryptids. If you have any questions about joining or hosting a show on the platform, please reach out to any of us as The Raven Dreams, PA Nightmares, 42 Reads. And just remember, once you join the collective, you can leave nevermore.
Solar?
So,
Oh, sis,
Solar,
go ahead and
please
finish your
tell us-
out.
No,
Okay.
it's okay. Solar, go ahead and tell us about what you do.
Is Solar even
Solar?
back yet? I
I
don't.
didn't know he left.
Yeah. He said he would be back. So,
Okay, well,
no Solar.
Solar got a 3D printer. No Solar. Well, he got a 3D printer and he's going to start 3D printing things. And we looked over some of the stuff last night that he was going to start printing, and they're really cool. All kinds of little doodads and doohickeys and stuff. Things to hold your earbuds and things to hold your wired head ear speakers. I don't know if you could say. He was talking just a few minutes ago about a dice tower for D&D where you put your dice in the top and they give them
Hello.
a good tumble. So it
Here
comes
he
out,
is.
you know. There he is. Okay. Yay. He can tell you more about his new 3D printer deal.
What
Hey,
happened?
while you do
And do
that,
your commercial.
while you do that, I am going to use the restroom real quick. I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
What am I explaining?
You are doing your commercial for your products.
Oh, we're still online?
Your 3D
We're still
printer.
online?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. We're live and you're doing your commercial.
Yeah, so actually, I did the math here, and the one dice tower is going to be about 18 hours of printing. So when I get the first product done, I'll post pictures about it. But eventually, depending on the build quality, if it's good enough, I'll be selling them on an Etsy store that I will pin in my Twitter. The dice towers are going to be about $18 plus shipping and handling. So I'll work all those finer details out later.
And will there be other products?
Eventually, yeah. It's just I posted a Twitter or a tweet out on about what people want to see in the store, anything horror related, we can do that. So, I'll have to work out pricing on everything, depending on the time and amount of filament used. It'll be custom colors and stuff. So.
Awesome. Looking forward to
So
that.
could you make me a little skeleton to hold my earbuds and wires?
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. So we'll wait until MD gets back.
And you'll keep us posted as to when these, right. And you'll keep us posted as to when these products become available.
Yeah, I can make the skull headphone thing right now if you wanted. Those prints only take.
Well, I'm just trying to help you with your commercial.
Yeah, no. Depending on the time of prints, I will print to order. So what's gonna happen is I get the order, receive the funds, and then I will start printing right then and there. And depending on the length of time, will depend on shipping. You know what I mean? So if it takes 18 hours to print, it's gonna be a little bit before I'm able to mail it off.
Right. Sounds awesome.
Right.
I'm interested, definitely. Has MD returned? And no. Okay.
Yes, I have. Hi.
Okay. Hi. So I'm gonna do my thing, and then MD, you can go ahead and send us off the show. So thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you to Raven and Patience as always. Thank you to my amazing sis. Thank you for being here with me as always.
Thank you.
Thank you to, you're welcome. And thank you to MDWho for being here today. This has been a blast, amazing interview. Really enjoyed having you. Solar Quiet again, thank you for stopping by. Looking forward to your new products. And don't forget, next Sunday, 7 p.m. is Solar Quiet. Also, don't forget to congratulate Being Scared on reaching 300,000 subscribers. And until next week, remember, stay frightened. And if you do listen, yes, and if you do listen, the graves always whisper. Bye, everyone. MD, take us out.
And once you join the collective, you can leave.
Good night.
Nevermore.
Nevermore.
Is that what I'm supposed to say?
No, you say whatever you want to say.
Oh. Thank you for joining us, everyone. This has been fun. It's been lovely seeing all you lovely peoples. Y'all have a wonderful evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Those stinky VIPs